And we back. Welcome back to another episode of the Get Buckets podcast, powered by Hardwood and Basketball. I'm your host, Musa Marathi. Today, I got Daniel's very own Newberry College, Bobby Taylor. What's good, bro?
I was
How you
talk to
been,
me.
bro?
I've been straight, man. Just chilling, basketball, living life. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm glad you were able to get on. Really, I'm gonna just be covering, your history at Daniel and just really trying to get to know you better. You feel me?
Uh, bet.
Um, Really, I want to really start. I want to ask you before even Daniel, like, because I really didn't know you before then. Like, what were you up to in the basketball landscape, like, before then?
All right. So before Daniel, this crazy. So my seventh grade year, right? I used to want to be a football player, like straight
Okay.
football, NFL dreams, blah blah blah, right? So so my seventh grade, my dad wouldn't let me play for the middle school. And I told him, I was like, if you don't let me play for middle school, like I'm gonna quit football.
Mm,
So then he had put me in the red league and I was like, all right, this is my last year playing. So the summer of seventh grade going to eighth, that's when I took basketball serious and was like, all right, this is gonna be my sport because football I'm done with. I told my dad, he told me I was too small for it. And that's when basketball became my dream, man. So I say,
word.
yeah, after that summer, it's been straight ball and nothing else.
Yeah. That would have been what, like 20, 2018, 2017.
That was like 2017.
Word, yeah. What middle school you go to?
Edwards Middle. It's like in Clips and Central.
Word. So, eighth grade year, you were on varsity all 4 years at Daniel?
Yeah, eighth grade year.
So, like,
I had a chance to play with Daniel my eighth grade year, but I was like, my Edwards, we had lost in the playoffs my seventh grade year. I was like, no, I got to get a championship at Edwards. So I didn't move up. And my eighth grade year, we won a chip at Edwards. So then,
word.
yeah, then in all four, I played varsity.
Okay. Yeah, so between what eighth and ninth, obviously the coach has already taught you. I haven't looked like what's the coach's name at Daniel over there?
Been in touch, Barry.
So how long have y'all had like y'all relationship? Like eighth grade when you were at Edwards?
I'd say, yeah, seventh, eighth grade. It was something around there. Had to be, yeah, had to be summer. That summer when I started taking basketball serious, it had to be that summer.
Okay,
He,
word. So wait, continue. What are you saying?
yeah, I was just about to say he done played a huge role in my life. You know what I'm saying? He done became through the years became my mentor. Like whatever, like I done learned a whole lot from him. Sometimes I call him my second dad. No lie, I ain't gonna cap, but yeah, he became big in my life.
No, that's what's up, bro. And I was just trying to look now, like so, go through obviously being the young guy on the team your first year. This would have been what 2018 through 19. Your freshman year on Daniel Lions. How was that experience being on varsity as a freshman?
It was straight. It was great for me personally because all everybody that was on there, right, was I had a whole lot of people, like six, seven of my cousins. So I done
Mm,
grew up with them, played with them. So all that chemistry, all that trust, it was just already there. Like it wasn't no drop off. Like, oh, he a young kid, he got a blah blah blah. Or like we gotta treat him this way until he show us this. Like now it was just family playing with family. So it was perfect.
or yeah. Was there like a difference going from like middle school to high school that you really noticed, or were you able to make like that smooth transition into it?
I'll say the only big difference was you gotta play defense a little more. Because in middle school, there's a lot of people that really don't even play basketball for real. So you might catch matchups some night. You don't really got to play no defense, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the game is faster. I'll say between middle school and high school, and it don't do nothing but get more faster. Because in college, it's way faster than it was high school. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, I say that was a main difference. And then also like keeping up outside of school with high school. Because
Mm-hmm.
middle school, you can have, I mean, it's not good for you to have bad grades, but like it ain't gonna hurt you too much. But in high school,
Mm-hmm.
like that stuff keeps up with you. You know what I'm saying? Beyond high school,
Yeah.
so keep
Yeah.
outside the court too is way much more of a focus in high school.
Word. So you said you grew up around some of the guys on the team. Like, who was like the main guys that you was playing with your first year, and like, did you look up to them, or were they kind of just like brothers, like equal to you?
I'd say my boy Griffin, Britton. I grew up Kahari, all them like I wouldn't say it was like a big brother thing. It's just I used to see him like every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
just like it's just we seen each other in a different place type. So I did look up to him, but it wasn't like, oh, I want to be like him, but it was like I'm gonna learn from him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? In this different
Yeah.
environment. So yeah, that's how it was. But like I had to used to go to my aunt's house every day after school, and we'll all be over there playing basketball, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not for sure. Um, I want to ask. So between your freshman year and sophomore year, like, what? Obviously, this more serious years of AAU. Obviously, like once you get into high school, who were
Yeah,
you playing with around that time?
velocity. We was
Okay.
nice with David Clayton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
That's a.
had a good team.
So, who
We
were some
had
of the
like
guys on that team?
it was me, my boy Jaheim. My Jaheim was also there ninth grade too. He came after Christmas break. He got moved up to varsity. EJ was on there. You know Elijah Kelly from Greenville?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
He was on there. That boy was banging in like eighth, ninth
Yeah.
grade. Like
Yeah.
um Mason Johnstone, you know who that is?
Where?
He went to Christ Church.
Yeah. The big dude, the one
Yeah,
that's going to
dude.
Clemson or went to Clemson.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
on there. Amari was on there.
Okay.
We was stacked. Like we was nice. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
My boy, dang, we had some Ram boys on there. My boy Avery, you know Avery Crossing?
Oh, I might. I'm not sure though. I don't know too many of them guys from ran from back in like a few years ago.
No, Isaac Humphreys though.
Yeah, I heard the name. I heard the name. I heard the name for sure.
He,
Yeah.
our
I
boy,
know him. Yeah. Yeah. I remember who you talking about.
we was lit.
So, obviously between your freshman and sophomore year, like going back to Daniel after playing with that team on Velocity, like was your role like what was the main difference, like the role change going from being a freshman? And I'm looking right now, y'all obviously improved, like what going 23-6 your sophomore year, looking like you were like the main option. Like what was there like a mentality switch or a leadership switch that went on between them 2 years?
It wasn't a mentality switch, but it was a leadership switch. Like so when I came in my ninth grade year, the people I grew up with, a whole lot of them was seniors. Like Grit was a senior, like
Okay.
Hard was senior. It was our seniors, right? Except for Britton. Britton, he wasn't no senior. But
Okay.
going into my 10th grade year, I did know like mentally, like, okay, this is the year I'm gonna have the ball in my hands. Like I'm the number one guy. Like I gotta lead this team. You know what I'm saying? My ninth grade year, I had a more of a role player style. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
Griffin was the man of the team. Like that last shot was gonna be taken by Griffin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's the main difference. Just leading, being more of a leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I even noticed. I just looked at it now. It looks like y'all and Ren were fighting for that region spot, like region champs that year. I see they went 9-1. That's obviously when they had Bryce, and y'all were
Yeah,
8-2 in region. Like, what was that
yeah.
competition like playing against Bryce?
It was amazing. The first time we played them though, I was hurt. I didn't get to
Okay.
play them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to play them boys. The second time we I think we lost at Rim. I ain't gonna lie, I was devastated. I remember my dude had 19 points, right?
Mm.
I forgot dude name, but you know the twins that play for Rim?
Yeah. Yeah, Tez
Yeah,
and
one of
Dez or
them,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah, Chelsea Dez, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it was
Yeah.
Dez that had 19 points, and the game plan was leave him open, let him shoot. Right? I think he ended up hitting like 5 threes that game or something. It was something
Wow.
crazy, right? And then so the second time we played him, I went to my coach. I was like, obviously, like we can't do the same thing we did last time. Blah blah
Mhm.
blah. We end up winning, and like I think we won in overtime. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
It came down to the wire. Like I
Yeah,
think
it
I had
was
a
close.
big three. Yeah, I think I had a big three at the end of the game or something that put us up. It was something like that. Um, we played way better defense. Like my main focus that game was do not let him score. Period. I think he had like 2 points that game. And then shout out my boy Cullen, my boy Bubba. They had really good defense on Bryce that game. I remember.
Okay.
But yeah, those battles was lit.
Yeah. And I even noticed that was the last year y'all were 4A, so
Yeah,
y'all were playing against some tough schools that year.
yeah.
Did you feel there was a difference between playing 3A and 4A? Obviously you played 2 and 2.
Yeah. I felt the difference for sure. 3A was easier for sure. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3A was definitely
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah, I
4A
see
had some
y'all lost.
powerhouses in there.
Yeah, I see y'all lost to Ridgeview, and that's the year Ridgeview was like that. I know they even put Ren out in the playoffs that year. So I see when you was a sophomore, y'all lost to them by 15. It shows.
Man, it's a story to that game, but we could have won for sure. Our big man, our big man had 3 fouls in the first quarter. And that's the year they had
Yeah, the big dude, right? Then they had that real
yeah,
big dude.
yeah, Benson, yeah, the real big dude that went to South Carolina. And so our backup center that year was 6'3", right? Our first center was he's 6'6", 6'7", Brenton. So Brenton was doing straight. Then Brenton done picked up like 3 fouls or something. So we go from a 6'7" guarding a 6'9" to a 6'3"
Yeah,
and a 6'9", and from that point on, I
yeah.
think we bought it back in 9 in the fourth quarter. And then I think they hit a crazy three or something. I had an and one. It was something. But yeah, it
Wow,
was.
yeah, dang. That team did they end up winning the championship that year? I think they did.
One
Yeah, I
State.
think they did that year even.
Every team I done lost in the playoffs against done one state, other than my ninth grade year. And I don't count that year because I was hurt. I tore my hamstring that year.
Who y'all lose to that year in the playoffs?
Greenville.
Greenville, yeah. They
Yeah,
always make it. They always make it somewhat far though.
yeah. I tore my hamstring like the against T.L. Hanna, the first game of the second half of the season, and we played Greenville in the playoffs. It was my first game back. I'm out there limping, like barely. I barely played. Yeah,
Hmm.
and I think we lost by a good bit. I ain't lying.
Yeah, I remember. That's the year when they had Dorian and some of them guys, Q and all them at Greenville. Uh, so did you after your sophomore year going into your junior year, did you stay with Velocity even that year?
I think we was done by then. We only had 2 years with Velocity, and then things happened, and we wasn't no team no more. Like you know what I'm saying?
I know it
I
seemed
think
like that even for the other grades.
yeah. The other grade was nice too with Sean and them, but yeah, we was done after like 2 years.
So who'd you end up playing with between them 2 years?
That's when I went to Upward.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, so well, who were you
yeah.
playing with over at Upward?
Rudy.
Y'all were good over there too.
Yeah, we was straight. I mean, we had a lot of ups and downs, like players coming in, players coming out. Like we had a lot of football players coming in and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't as lit as Velocity.
Yeah, yeah. Dang, I know. Yeah, them Velocity teams. They used to have some good teams. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I think the main thing that slowed them down was COVID, probably.
yeah.
But that slowed everybody down. But before we even get into your junior year, I want to ask because I just forgot this. So your sophomore year is the year that COVID happened. What what were you really up to during that whole time?
My junior year was the year COVID happened.
Your junior year?
Yeah,
Well, like what were you doing during all that? I know a lot of schools were out and all that, and I've asked different people like their different takes on like all the stuff they were doing, but I know there was a lot of it was hard to get gym access. Like, what were you up to?
I was still in the gym. I was in the gym down the road. I remember they used to always let us use the gym, just had that mask on. But my 11th grade year was tough because of COVID. Though, like I think we had like that team that year was
Hmm.
really talented. Like our team was super talented, but
Yeah.
COVID tough. I think we had like 3 or 4 players quit. Like that, it was a rough year. We missed the playoffs because COVID year they only
Oh
let two
yeah.
teams they only let two
Yeah.
teams out of the division in the
Hmm.
playoffs instead of four. We missed
I
it
do
by
see
one
that.
game.
Yeah, I
Uh,
see that.
yeah, like that year.
Marin and Seneca, it looks like we're the ones that were able to get into it.
Yeah,
So that year, who were some of the guys that you were able to play with? I mean, obviously you're going into your second year as like the main guy. Like, who are you playing with around that year?
that year was me, Caleb Owens, um, Jaheim, my boy Javarius Charles, Josiah, my boy Tink with his real name, my son. But we had a lot of like talented people. But the thing with Daniel when I came through, she did not like this now. But when I came through, it was like football. Like
Hmm.
they still football, but like my teams were like football players. Like my 11th grade year, I think me and Caleb were the only like true basketball players.
Is Caleb the taller white dude that play with y'all?
Yeah, yeah, he go to Bob Jones now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think me and him was me, Caleb, and Tyler Miller. We were the only like basketball players.
Yeah, and even that year, did y'all have to miss some games like due to COVID? Because I know everybody was missing games that year.
I think I think we might have missed only one.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah,
I know that year there were some teams that played like 10 games, like
yeah, there was
15
some teams that
games.
played like 6, 7 games. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember we was supposed to go to Kentucky that year and we couldn't go because of
Okay.
COVID. Yeah, we was supposed to
Okay.
go to Kentucky for a tournament.
Yeah. So
But
would you
yeah.
say I meant to ask you like even like your sophomore year, were there like seniors that like ahead of you even? I know obviously not like ahead of you, but guys like older and older grades above you that were helping like the team, or were y'all really young and then progressed to be older as y'all got older?
My sophomore year, we had players that stepped up from my ninth grade year, like that were juniors and were seniors my sophomore year. That my boy Andrew Latif, knockdown shooter, stepped up big time. Bubba, dude I was talking about, that had good defense on Bryce and Cullen, both stepped up. They were seniors. Brent was a senior that year. Um, Charlie, the backup center, he was a senior.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might have had 7 seniors graduate that year.
Wow.
And yeah, we did. It was Chris and my boy Siraj.
Okay. So
Yeah,
then
we had 7 seniors.
how many did y'all have your junior year? Did y'all have a lot that year too, or not as many?
Ooh, I think we might have had 5, something like that.
Got
But
you.
my sophomore year, it was like 4 seniors who played, like 4 or 5 seniors who played a big role. My junior year, it was like 3 maybe that played like a big role, like helping the team win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, I
my
feel you.
freshman year was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that year. I got you, bro. Yeah, that's the year you say you felt you were like more of the role guy, right?
Yeah, my ninth grade year, yeah.
Hmm. So then, I know I remember seeing you. I think this is like the real first time I actually met you. It was between your junior and senior year. That's when I really saw. I think you were playing with like the unsigned seniors team, but as a junior.
Yeah.
Well, like, who were y'all playing? Like, were y'all playing like dudes that were like about to graduate and be in college?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was dudes that was going to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just hooping against them boys.
Was that tough or was it just like every day for you? Was it just like another day at the gym?
And another day,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah,
Who
it
were
wasn't.
some of the who were some of the guys that played with y'all? I know y'all had. I know. I remember Josh played with y'all, but who
Yeah,
else was
Josh
on
was
that
on
team?
there. Drake played. Drake Downs, he played with us some.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, all this dang, what's dude name? We had a few like players going to college that year too.
Yeah.
We
Because I
had a
know
couple
Josh.
shooters in there, huh?
Wasn't Josh graduating that year? From y'all.
Josh graduated that year. Yeah. Um.
Also, like the unsigned team.
Yeah. Low key.
Hmm. Was
Dustin, my boy Dustin was on there. I think Amari played with us on too. But yeah, we was in and out though.
was that team different than like your junior year team, or was it still with Rudy, just like different guys?
Still with Rudy. It was still with Rudy,
Okay.
just a few different people.
Okay.
Isaac might have
Yeah.
been on there too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Isaac played with us a little bit.
Got you. So I think I got to see y'all. I know going into your senior year, y'all did. I see here y'all went 17-12. Second year being in 3A. How was that? How was just that experience being the senior on that team? I know y'all made it to the third round in playoffs, but just summarize that season for me.
Um, Senior year was special. I ain't gonna cap. It was it was rough though at first. So Daniel football school, known for football, blah blah.
Hmm.
Our first, I think, 5 games was
Yeah.
like JV.
Okay.
Cause,
Yeah.
cause football, I think football with the state 2 or 3 years in a row. So we had to wait for football to come back. So it was just straight JV. I like first, like you can go look at you. We was getting smacked. Like,
Yeah. I'm looking
you
at
know
it
what I'm
right
saying?
now.
Like I wasn't even playing. I had tore my meniscus the the summer, my 11th grade year summer. I tore my meniscus. So I was on crutches like the first 3 games or so. And then I was like, I just made a decision to wait till the football players got back. Um, but yeah, that was a weird one. So then the football players got back, and it was like, transitioning from football to basketball is a different like your win, your getting shape is a different, you know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
they was tired, all like out of shape. A lot of them had a lot of football mentality because they coming off a state championship, like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
so it's just like at first they not into the basketball season yet. Like when they got here, they just wasn't mentally there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then I'll say before I'll say Christmas break, that's when like everyone was kind of locked in. That's when we start to roll, you know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
that's when like my knee was getting better, whatever, because I was just playing through, you know what I'm saying? And then we went third round of playoffs, lost to Justin and them. Um yeah.
Yeah. I see y'all won by 1 point the game before against Union County. Like how was that game over there? I
Yeah,
know
I had a
they're
game
usually
winner that
consistently
game.
pretty good. Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Was
we
that
was
at Daniel?
down. No, it was at Union. We was down by 1. And I think my boy Clay was like harassing the ball because we was supposed to foul. My boy Clay was harassing it. Dude passed it. I stole it. We went down, and I hit a shot with like I think it was like 3-4 seconds left,
Mm.
and we
Yeah.
won. Went to the next round.
Yeah. Dang, that's what's
I ain't
up,
never seen my
bro.
coach happier.
Yeah. No, that's tough. And how was before we even talk about the next round? Like, how was that region that year for y'all?
Seneca and Ren, like every year.
Usual. You like usual?
Yeah, Seneca and Ren. Seneca was good. Ren was good. So I think we had a split a game. We had to play 3 games versus Ren to see who was gonna get the
Hmm.
spot, like the higher spot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
we lost to Seneca twice by nail biters. Matter of fact, the one we played at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see? Cam O'Kelly?
Yeah.
He hit this like crazy backboard three from like top of the key on the fast. Like it was like 3, 2, 1 coming down. You know what I'm saying? Went
Hmm.
to overtime, but we lost that game.
Wow.
Yeah, but it ended up kind of working out for us because our route was easier. Ended up being easier
Yeah.
than Rand and Seneca's.
Yeah.
And
Cause
then
I know Ren
what you
had
guys
to
say?
play Blue Ridge second round
Yeah,
instead.
yeah,
I said I know Ren had to play Blue Ridge second round.
yeah. They had to play them before we did. And then I think Seneca had like Keenan first round. I think
Wow.
they had Berea first round, I think. And then they had like Keenan. It was some. But I think we had the most easiest out of Seneca and ran the route. But yeah.
So that game against Blue Ridge, this might be the only game I've ever watched actually like of you and like Daniel.
Yeah.
Obviously it was basic battle of the lefties right there.
Yeah.
What was it like what was it like playing against Justin at his what people were considering like his highest point in high school? Obviously Adam was filming it, everybody was there, sold
Yeah.
out game. Like how was that experience?
I'll say the atmosphere was amazing. The atmosphere was pretty cool. It was a rough one to finish with. It was a rough one to go through, but I mean the experience was great. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously playing against Justin, he's scoring I think what like 30, 40 at the
Hmm.
time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So focusing on that, going through game plan. Um I just sucked that we just came up short, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like I think we was down, we cut it to 3 with like 5 or so minutes left.
Yeah.
And I think Justin had like an and one jump shot. Then he had like this backboard 3 from the side. I remember he hit like I think it was something crazy, like 15 free throws in the fourth quarter or something like that. Like,
Wow. Yeah, he was at the line a lot.
yeah. And we just I mean, we had some mistakes on our end that game that we had missed layups, you know what I'm saying? Not executing some stuff right that we usually just, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just fell through for us. But it was great though. It was a great experience for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, he even when I talked to him on here, he was just saying like you held your own out there, and just it was tough even for them. It wasn't like an easy game for them,
Yeah,
obviously. Um, but then moving on, obviously you decided to sign to Newberry College a few months later. What was your decision in making that decision?
yeah. So that summer going in or last summer, making the decision,
Hmm.
whatever, you know what I'm saying? Um, hold on real quick, G. My fault, gang. Um,
You good?
yeah, going into it, it's just how the school is, what's the school play style, like offense and defense wise, what's say some schemes, who they play, obviously, like competition, um, how the campus is, things like that went into going and make that decision. But yeah, like anybody making that decision right now or whatever in the future, that's a big thing to look at. Like how you gonna
Hmm.
fit the team, how you think, like how you and your coach like match up, like the other players, how they play around you, how does your game fit, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
how classrooms looking, how the dorms looking, all that. Like you gotta pay attention to all that stuff before you make your decision.
Yeah. No, I feel you. How was just Who remind me the coach's name over there again?
Jason Taylor.
Yeah, how's your relationship grown with him?
Straight he you gotta kinda open him up a little more, like, you know what I'm saying? All coaches is different. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you got a lot of talkative, loud coaches, and you got your quiet coaches, you got you know what I'm saying, in between,
Yeah,
whatever, you know. So just surrounding yourself around them and then around the game, showing that you care, things like that. You just gotta build. That's how you build those stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. How was how was that your freshman season over there? Or did were you redshirted
Um,
or did you play?
yeah, I redshirted. Yeah, I redshirted. It was a tough one. It's tough to stay focused when you do redshirt. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
especially over winter break, I had to stay. Newberry winter break is like 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So it's like 2 months without school, just straight basketball. And I had to stay over winter break. I was like the only red shirt I had to stay. And just going through like all the practices, traveling, like your grades is getting looked at, like all that. You treat it like a regular player, and then you just know like you're not playing. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's rough, but you just gotta be mentally in it. Like you gotta stay focused. Know your time is gonna come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How who were some of the guys that really like stood out this year? I know Drake and Caleb went over there. Those are two I knew from just last from your class, but who were some of the guys that really turned up or played well this past season for y'all?
Our main man was Dede in post. I never seen a hook shot like it or a turnaround hook. Like
Yeah.
he unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? Or the hook shot at least. You know what I'm saying? He's
Hmm.
our number one. TJ was our number two. He's our leader or number one, whatever. They, you know what I'm saying? Neck and neck type stuff.
Yeah.
And then we had my boy Andrew. He just went to he transferred to Choctaw. It's like a high D2. He
Okay.
um he was huge for us, great shooter. My boy Rob, great point guard, run the floor. You know what I'm saying? Bird, obviously.
Hmm.
Drake was big. JJ, he's a great shooter. You know, we had a surround team. You know what I'm saying? It didn't go as well as we planned it to, but yeah.
Yeah. How do you I mean obviously this up to the coach and all that, but how you think you'll fit in for next year? Like do you see like what do you feel your role is gonna be going into your uh red shirt freshman or like freshman year, I guess?
Yeah. I know next year I have more of a leader role,
Okay.
more of a probably scoring role, kind of like not like ISO, but like create
Hmm.
my own buckets role. You know what I'm saying? Like college is different in that way. Like you gotta know when to score inside the offense, like where to score. You know things like that. Like high school, you can just go down, blah blah blah, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
College, you got it's within the plays, within the system. You know, because but yeah, I have more of a leader role. I could have played this year, but
Yeah.
I had decided the red shirt. Like I was probably gonna get like 8 to 10 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? And decided the red shirt. So but yeah, I have more of a role, like leader role next year.
Got you, yeah. Um just some general questions I just wanted to ask like for the end. Um
Yeah.
like what's your like end goal for this whole basketball journey?
Right now I'm looking. Hopefully, I can go play overseas or something. You know what I'm saying? For
Mm,
like 4 5 years, that probably would be. Then come back to the states. You know what I'm saying? Got
yeah.
my money up and just live life, you know. And then after that, I do want to get into coaching. Like, if I want to coach high school though, you know,
Okay.
I want to be able to change kids' lives. Cause college, you got a whole lot going on as a coach. You got to focus a little bit on your players, your recruiting, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
High school, just more focus on like being a basketball coach and then changing kids' lives. And then maybe a few years after that or whatever, I can step up to that next level or, you know what I'm saying, be the greatest I can. You feel
Yeah.
me?
No, yeah, for sure. And then next thing I just want to ask is like, what's your inspiration to play?
Uh, my inspiration, honestly, I'll say my future, if
Mm,
that makes sense to you. Like,
yeah.
I know I gotta do great myself to get somewhere in the future. So I ain't just what I'm saying, tripping in the future, being a what I'm saying, regular degular. So I'll say my main
Yeah,
inspiration, my future. Um, Obviously my mama, cause her, what I'm saying, helping me throughout high school. Like
yeah,
she been big throughout everything. She goes without unseen. Like she most of the time do our scores table a lot. And when I was in high school, I remember when we played Union, the game I had the game winner
yeah,
last year. She did the scores table and she was like, I remember my boy Jaheim was like tripping finna get a tick or something. She
yeah,
had some words, and me and being like brothers, she had some words for him. She had some words for me, got her straight, like, you know what I'm saying? Things like that.
yeah.
So my mom has been big all the way through. So I'll say that's my next biggest inspiration.
Word, yeah. Now that's huge. And now, another thing I just want to ask is like, what do you feel is like your mentality, like for this whole basketball thing? Like, I know Ray Sean told me like his like, he's like cool off the court and all, but like when it's time to like get on the court, like it's like a mode switch almost, like a whole different person. Like, what do you feel your mentality is when you step on that court?
Uh, I'll say when I'm on the court, it's like my mentality is a whole different world. You feel what I'm saying? Like I like to go when nothing else matters. You know what I'm saying? When you're on the court, any outside factors, anything going in your life, me personally, nothing else matters. Like it's you on the court, handle your business, do what you gotta do. If you gotta be great that game, go be great. If you gotta dish the ball that game, go dish the ball. Like if you gotta play great
Yeah,
defense, play great defense. You gotta do it all, do it all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my mentality, nothing else in the world matter but that game and how you perform in that moment.
well, yeah, no, that's what's up, bro. The next thing, all right, these are last two, just kind of some fun ones I like to ask. Since it's the NBA playoffs and
Yeah.
just mentioning NBA again, like who do you think you play like right now
Mm.
or model your game after?
I gotta say, okay, see, before he retired, D Wade, like a whole lot of you people used to say I play like D Wade. People
Okay,
say I play like Harden. But right now, if I had to pick somebody in the finals, I'll say I play like Lowry with a little
yeah,
more oomph to the offensive side.
yeah,
Yeah, but I'll pick Kyle Lowry.
okay, yeah. Who's your I know you say you're a Heat guy.
Yeah,
Um, how you think the finals about to go? I personally think Nuggets in five, all that, but
yeah.
Um, how
Nuggets
you
and
think?
five is crazy, but yeah. Um,
How you think?
I've been hearing we was gonna lose to Milwaukee. I've been hearing we was gonna lose the Celtics. I've been hearing the Knicks. I've been everything. This is how I think it's gonna go. Tonight we're gonna get a dub. Last game, offensive rebounding period was terrible. I think it was like 58 to 33 or something like that. Like can't win,
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying? Um Tonight we're gonna do our third thistle, get it done, get a dub. We're gonna go into
right.
Denver, get a dub, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Then they
yeah.
gotta come back to 305 is all I'm saying. That's how
I
I
mean,
feel.
that
You,
might out.
you didn't think we was gonna beat the Nuggets in Denver either though.
Yeah, nah. I mean, I as long as Jimmy's on the court, I always have faith in that for sure.
Yeah.
uh,
But my
last
boy
thing,
my boys got it in six.
yeah, Bam just got to get Jokic off the glass.
Yeah.
Jokic had like 21 boards last game.
And so hey Bam had his 17 boys last game too though.
Yeah, no, he did. Yeah, he did have a lot of boards.
But yeah, I think my boys got it though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's loyalty. That's loyalty at its finest.
Yeah, yeah, it's
uh,
fine. It's crazy. I see what you're trying to do there. I really think that though. Heat in six.
Heat in six.
Heat in six.
All right, they got to win the next three. Um, I want to add just like the last thing I really like to ask people is like, what's some, I guess, motivation or inspiration you could give to like some of the guys, like coming through high school. I know you said you want to be a coach in the future, but like, what's some motivation you could give to some of the young guys coming through, like not just Daniel, but just high school basketball in general, just trying to make it in this game?
Yeah, I'll say they main thing is staying focused. Like your mental is the strongest thing. Like where your mentality at is where you gonna be at. If your mentality is strong, everything else you're gonna do is really strong. If your mentality is weak, you're gonna lose focus. Like everything else is gonna be weak. You know what I'm saying? So main
Hmm.
thing is like stay focused, have a strong mental. Like I got a whole lot of shirts that say mindset across. So you know what I'm saying? And it's just like your mindset, your mentality just gotta be so strong to just make it through whatever point you're at. You know what I'm saying? If that's injuries, if that's winning the next game, if that's and that goes outside the court too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever you do with in life, you know how it is. Days you don't want to go to the gym or something, you know what I'm saying? Like your body aching, you sore, you tired, still gotta get up and do it. Your mindset just gotta be strong, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
No, that's
that's
what's
I'll
up,
say that's
bro.
the biggest thing.
No, that's respect though, for sure. You gotta, like you said, like if you trying to, like, if your motivation is your future, I feel like nothing can really stop you in that. Just trusting
Yeah,
yourself and what you can get into.
yeah, that's a big thing too. The more you work, the more you're gonna believe in yourself.
Hmm.
That's a
Yeah, it's
huge
gonna
thing. That's
it's gonna
huge.
it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
No, for sure, bro. But yeah, that's about all I have for you today. But I appreciate you coming on here, bro. First guy from Daniel, first D2 player I've interviewed.
Yeah, appreciate you,
But
man.
I appreciate it, bro. Yes, sir. But
I got
best of luck in your journey at New. Huh?
my fault, my fault. I said I got a
What you
question
say?
for you though. I got a question for you.
What's good?
Where you plan on taking it? Where you plan on taking this?
As far as possible. Like, I mean,
Heck yeah.
I'm trying to right now. I mean, working to get these offers, all that. I mean, but I mean, I'm not really caring about the level. I got a few D2s, NAIAs. I mean, D3s as well. I'm going to a D1 camp in a few Harvard in a few months. Just trying to
Yeah,
see. I mean, obviously, like you said though, I'm not trying to just go to the highest level just to sound there. I'm gonna weigh my options, see
heck yeah.
what's gonna give me the best opportunity for real.
Yeah, going where you fit at, twin.
Yeah, one more year at high school.
Yeah. Do your thing, bro.
Yes, sir, for sure. But yeah, bro. Until next time. Go kill at Newberry this year, first year. Yes, sir.
For sure. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro. Stay safe.
All right, man. I'm gonna see you.
All right.